Yo, 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 we are back again. We are back again. There she go. Channel 6, side turn. You see the button. If you see the invite, X last level. Jess, what up, Jess? We about to do it one more. Got to do it again. Channel 6 chick, you know what I'm saying? X level in the house. One of the top collectors around the world. X collector. You know what I'm saying? Sent Channel 6 chicks. Sent her a request to jump on in. You know what I mean? We found her. Y'all just hang tight. We finna talk it up. There we go. Well, Jess, HDZ 559. Hold on, we gonna get it. Hold on, I see you. I see you. We seeing it. Get you in here. Boom.
Ah, hi! I got it.
Channel 6 chick, how you doing?
Good. What's up tonight?
Man, well, like I said, I was, seeing your page, and I've been trying to talk with somebody who is big into TMNT as well as their collectibles and what they do and this and that. So I
That's
seen your
me.
page, you know what I mean? Seen your
Yeah.
page, and I hit you up and asked you. So, I noticed things I noticed about you. TMNT fan girl, of course. I love your profile name, Channel Six Chick. That's different. Nerdy girl, that's super cool. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I know some nerdy girls. You know what I mean? You know what I mean.
We're the
Uh,
best.
of course. Very inspired because you're a mom of three and you still have fun. You know what I mean? Like, I'm in Alabama, and I know some moms with kids, and they don't get the chance to have fun, express themselves like you do. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I
Which,
think my kids feel like they're the adults sometimes.
oh, really? And then you're part of Comic Book Fiend Club, which I know you said
Yes.
the Canadian chapter. So I guess we'll just start there.
Yeah.
What is the Canadian chapter in the Comic Book Fiend Club? What is that?
Well, it's absolutely awesome. That's for starters.
Okay, okay,
The
okay.
Comic Book Fiend Club is an international comic book club for people who love, you know what, comics. So
Yes.
because it's so big, we're divided into chapters. So the US
Okay.
has a few, there's an international chapter, and then there's the
Okay. Now, how long have you been a part of the Canadian chapter?
Oh, very recently. I just got in this last round. So I believe that was June or July. So I'm a fiend baby.
Oh, okay, okay. Being baby. All right.
Fiend baby.
So, okay. So now, Miss Miss Liddy, you know what I mean? I love your name, by the way, Miss Liddy. You always got it going on. First question that I really ask to start out, first question I ask anybody I talk with, how are you doing? How's life treating you? How's everything going with you? Like, just
Oh,
how's life going?
it's absolutely fantastic. I had an absolutely wonderful Easter weekend.
Mm-hmm.
No Easter eggs, but I had a great weekend watching horror films, kicking somebody's butt at board games while Flux. It was fun. We did Star Trek Flux and I won.
Oh, really? Okay, so you into horror movies?
Yes, I am. I love them.
Okay, okay, that's something new for me. Okay, I have a friend who does a horror channel and stuff like that, but I'll tell you about that later. But yeah, okay. So you are a TMNT fangirl. So what are some of the other things that you geek out about? Like, what's some other things besides before
Um,
we get into TMT? What else do
that I
you
can
like?
share publicly.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Well, you can see my crazy Funko Pops here. I have
Yes.
a lot of Harley Quinn because I'm a huge fan of Harley
Okay.
and Ivy. I love looking at female superheroes and how they've changed. But I also am really interested in the female villains because, everybody knows Joker and they know a lot of, evil bad dudes. But I think
Hmm.
bad girls are a good thing too.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm glad you said that because I actually have a question to that. So we can just go and get to it now.
Okay.
Do you see the women heroes and villains taken more serious now in all aspects, comics, movies, shows,
I
etc.
think so. I think we're more interested in giving them, like fleshing them out, giving them backstories so that they make more sense to us. Um, I know a lot of people hated the movie Birds of Prey.
Hmm.
I thought it was fantastic. I thought
I
it
thought it was
was,
pretty cool.
yeah, a lot of people gave it a lot of flack, but I thought it was really well done and I enjoyed it so much. And I enjoyed the cartoon, the Harley Quinn cartoon, where they
Hmm.
explored her breakup with Joker, her getting with Poison Ivy, their dynamic. And I thought it was so well done and absolutely wonderful. Yeah.
Okay. Um, And so when y'all see, like, if you have your collection, um, so where did your collection or collecting start for you?
It started when I was much younger. So, I was an 80s baby. So, of course, I watched Ninja Turtles like the rest of us,
Mm,
commercials and cereal and chocolate quick, the powdered kind.
yes, yes.
I was a huge fan of She-Ra. I thought she was
Okay.
brilliant. I loved Thundercats. And then when I was a teenager, I was really into Sailor Moon. And then, I'm going to laugh saying this, but I took the Disney cartoon Gargoyles very seriously.
Oh,
So,
really? Now tell
yes.
me why. Tell me why.
Well, because it was, for kids, it was dark and gritty, and they weren't always happy, and the endings weren't always happy. So I think it was just a departure from some of the things we had always seen. And I thought it was so beautifully done. Like the art in that was fantastic. Um, so I was collecting then. I got a little bit older. I moved out. My parents didn't keep anything I collected, and I can't blame
Hmm.
them. So I started collecting again just when my son was born. So maybe 5 years ago. And
Wow.
I just took a huge nosedive into everything. I was like, I want to cosplay. I want to own copies of these beautiful books. The artwork really speaks to me.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm going all over the place. But as a child, I wanted to be a Disney animator because the art, again, was always such a big part of it for me and the storytelling. So the way we
Okay.
tell stories with art.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And anybody in the chat, if y'all have any questions for Channel Six or would like to ask her or comment or compliment, please feel free to. I always like to have chat and people in the chat be part of the show. You know what I'm saying? Because you're an interesting person, Miss Channel Six. And since you said cosplay, how long have you been into cosplay? Because when I looked at your profile, I see certain characters that you cosplay as, and you do a good job of it. And I can tell them probably some of your favorite characters too. So, when it comes to the cosplaying, what started it, and what's making you keep on doing it?
Okay. I'll backtrack. When I was a kid, my best friend, her name is Rachel. We
Hmm.
loved Halloween. It was better than Christmas. It still is. And we always used to come up with our own outfits. So we dressed up as heaven and hell once. We did all kinds of crazy crap. Um, so it was just a love of dressing up. And then I was
Hmm.
in theater a little bit. So again, just love the theatricality of getting in character. And for a long time, I didn't do it. But then I had kids and I dressed my kids up. So I did themed photo shoots for them, like we did the Labyrinth, Jim Henson's The Labyrinth. We did a lot of Disney themed photos. And I realized I just put on for a fluke one day for one of these photo shoots. I dressed up as Arwen from Lord of the Rings. And I went, there's something to this. I really like this. But it wasn't until a few years later that I invested in some costumes and said, you know what? I did this for my kids. They're too old to get dressed up when I want them to, but the immersion in fantasy and all this wonderful stuff doesn't have to end. I can just do it on my own. And they're very embarrassed by it.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, my oldest, if she doesn't clean her room, I just threaten to come to school dressed like this as April O'Neil, and her room is clean.
Gotta follow the rules.
Gotta
Okay,
follow the rules.
you
Mom
have
might
two
show up as
questions.
Catwoman, you know.
Yes, yes. Hold on. You got me giggling. Hold on.
Yeah. Well, it's real fun in
Okay.
this house.
Oh man. Okay. You have two questions. Number one, my partner, Lost Between Worlds. He wants to know which incarnation of April is your favorite.
Oh, okay. Well, movie version or comic book version? Because those are two different
Let's
questions.
let's go with both of them just in case.
Okay, so movie version, I think the original live action with April Hogue, she is the most fantastic April. I don't hate
Mm-hmm.
Megan Fox or anything. Nobody put Megan Fox hate, please. She was just the best. Comic book version, it would be the current IDW. Because
Okay.
we see April as a scientist, because we see April trying to learn self-defense. We just see, and it's hard to say because she's always been a kick-ass female character. From the very
Mm-hmm.
beginning, she was programming Baxter Stockman's Mousers, so she was intelligent, she was
Mm-hmm.
gutsy, she stood up for what was right. So it's really hard to say, but the most very long-winded answer to your question,
It's
the
cool. It's cool.
IDW version that we're currently seeing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. My partner, Espo 55 wants to know what's your oldest comic book you have.
Oh, and you know what? That's a really tricky question because
Good work, Espo.
I don't ever really buy them because they're older or they're worth more. I just kind of buy whatever the heck I want because it's awesome. So I have only a couple that are, slabbed comic books. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't know what my oldest one is. That would be a really good question, and I'm not
Okay.
sure.
All right. Well, you get back. Good question, Espo. You got it. That's a good one. Uh,
Yeah.
Mystic Eternal. Mystic Eternal wants to know your thoughts on reboots of old favorite cartoons or movies, like the
Oh, I love
TMNT
reboots.
reboot. He said he
Reboots.
wasn't a fan of it. What about you?
Uh, Well, reboots are pretty awesome. Which TMNT reboot, though? Because we have the 80s original. Then we had a Nickelodeon one, which was pretty dark and gritty. We had another Nickelodeon one. We had Rise of the TMNT. So there's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of them. And I actually thought the Nickelodeon reboot, I can't remember the year, I'm going to say 2013, but it was more like CGI. I
Mm-hmm.
loved it. I watched it with my kids. I thought I was kind of on the fence at first, but
Mm-hmm.
then they did so much with April. They brought in Karai as a wonderful character where you just
Mm-hmm.
never knew if she was going to stab them in the back or what she was going to do. So I thought they brought a lot of complexity to that series that I
Mm-hmm.
didn't expect because it was kind of sold as childish and fun. But there were interesting relationships. Like you saw Leonardo kind of falling for Karai, but that's technically his sister. Just some interesting stuff.
That is, that was real interesting right there. So when it comes to TMNT, we'll stick with this, and then I get another question. I see, Dyken has a question for you.
And
When
I
it
saw
comes
that
to
they opened up
TMNT,
comic shops in Alberta.
okay, well, yeah, okay, hold on, Dyken, we're gonna get to your question first. Then, what's some of your favorite Alberta comic shops and some of your favorite online stores?
Okay, so where I literally live in the middle of nowhere. The closest comic book shop to me is 2.5 hours away, in a
Mm-hmm.
small town called Grand Prairie. So in Grand Prairie, there is an amazing, amazing shop. It's called Wonderland Comics, and they pull stuff for me that they think I'll like. So they've never been wrong, ever. They just kind of pull some witchy stuff from me, some indie stuff from me. TMNT, if something has, something for women in history on the cover, they'll put it aside, and I can't recommend Wonderland comics enough. They're
Okay.
fantastic.
And are you able to follow them on Instagram?
They have a Facebook page. I don't think they have an Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I
they're
would like to follow them.
yeah,
Okay.
they're awesome.
I would like to follow. Lost Between Worlds was responding to you. He said, I was on the fence as well, but the Virgin grew on me. The final fight with Shredder in that series was awesome.
It was awesome. I have to agree.
Okay.
There's some really
Now,
great story arcs there. Like when they go into space with the Fugitoid, it's a fantastic, well thought out story arc. It's very enjoyable.
okay. Cool.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, there's Wonderland in Edmonton then too, apparently.
All right. All right. Thank you, Dakin. Thank you for that. Even though you said that when the kids don't do right, you tell them you're gonna come to school as Catwoman, and they
Yeah.
get right. So, but, there's a but. Dot dot dot. Do your kids get inspired by your collecting and all the stuff?
Yes and no. My oldest daughter has her own fandoms.
Mm-hmm.
So she does get into the Funko Pops, and she really loves graphic novels. My middle one is right into Tmnt with me. She wants to learn ninjutsu. She wants to
Oh,
kick some shell. And my little guy is just the biggest April O'Neil fan, and he loves it when I dress up. He would love it if I came to school as April.
really?
Yeah, he's 5, and right now he thinks, I'm wonderful, but that's going to change one day. So I'm enjoying it.
That's cool. That's cool. And I must say, like your attitude, you have a great attitude, Miss Lydia.
Thank
And you
you.
can tell by looking at your pictures, looking at your profile. You know what I'm saying? You can tell, like, you like a happy environment. You know what I'm saying?
You.
Like it's you can see it. You know what I'm saying? You can tell you, like I said, you can tell you enjoy doing what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And living your life, having
Well, see,
fun.
most people would say I'm crazy, but I prefer the way you just spun it. Thank you.
No problem. No problem at all. You already know. Okay. Now I need you to teach me something right here. Uh, When it comes to Dungeons and Dragons, I have never ever understood the fun or what's the what's the draw to it. But when I see
Right.
people talking about it and doing it, it sounds interesting. You know what I'm saying? It's like, wow, you know what I'm saying? There's all these characters with all these powers and healths and all this. So however you can, tell me like what Dungeons and Dragons, like what is it, a certain genre that you have to be a part of to enjoy it? Or like what is it about Dungeons and Dragons for you that makes it so much fun?
Well, let me ask you a question in return. Have
Okay.
you ever wanted to be somebody else, even for one afternoon?
Yes.
Yes. So I think universally that's something we've all experienced. I think, a lot of us who are into any fantasy genres have thought, wow, it'd be amazing to be able to, cast a spell. It would be amazing to meet a dragon. Well, maybe we might die, but that's a whole other story. I
Mm-hmm.
think it's this ability to step out of who you are in an acceptable form. I think for many people who are maybe socially awkward or who didn't have a lot of friends or, who are just used to being weirdos. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm a weirdo, so I'm not calling anybody names. It's a place where there's acceptance. It's a place where you can enact things you would never do in real life. You get to be a hero. You get to be a bad guy. You get to do all this amazing, cool stuff. That's so much different than, working 9 to 5 or going to school or, preparing lunches. It's
Mm-hmm.
just this wonderful medium to explore another world in a safe way, in an accepting way with your friends. Like in the recent campaign I'm playing, I'm a tiny little halfling, which is kind of true to life because I'm not very big. But I
Mm-hmm.
did crazy crap like sit on a coffin and drink ale. I mean, when would I ever do that? Blast
Mm-hmm.
people with magic, save them from zombies. Um, it's just not part of my everyday life, as magical as I try to make it. I still,
Mm-hmm.
I still don't have a pact with a fiendish lord in real life that gives me magic powers. So
Okay.
I think that's what's so fun about it.
Hmm. That makes sense though. You know what I'm saying? So I guess it was more of a thing of try it out before you put it down. Right?
I think so. And I think
Okay.
anybody who's ever just wanted to do stuff in a safe way, with their friends that they can't normally do, it's escapism, I guess, in many ways. But I think it's just such a great outlet to have fun and let loose.
Right. Okay. I dig that. Thank you. I dig that answer right there. Okay. And you did teach me something too. Now you taught me, so now I'm gonna have to get on YouTube and look at some. So you got me. You got me.
You
Okay.
gotta try it, and dice are addictive.
Oh yeah, the dice. Yeah, the dice. Yeah, I kind of grew up with dice. What I'm saying, but not
Yeah.
playing the game. But you know
You're
where I'm
playing
coming
something
from.
else with dice.
Yeah, you know where I'm coming from. That's another show. Uh, how long have you been a TMNT fan girl?
Oh God, I don't even remember what year it came out, but I was in grade school, and I used to get up and if we had any plans that day, I'd be really mad if I missed my TMNT.
Ah, so you don't
Yeah,
like missing no
I remember going
TMNT?
to the movies, and we always ate pizza.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Now, so what about TMNT makes them interesting for you or fascinates you? What is it about them that?
Okay. I'm gonna try to cut this answer short because I could give you a really big one.
Okay.
Um, okay, so as a kid, I think many of us might have felt like outsiders. Some of us didn't always have perfect families. And I saw, a giant talking rat make a family with turtles he found, and they got mutated. So they were definitely outsiders. They couldn't really, go up to the surface and just make friends. So I identified with them that way. I identified with that aspect of family because he made them a family. And really, my best friend's parents kind of made me their family.
Okay.
And plus, they were just so damn cool. Like, come on, they're Ninja Turtles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Did you ever have little turtles and you played with them like they was Ninja Turtles, like real little? You know how little bitty turtles is.
I actually have a real turtle now.
Really?
I do. Her name is
What?
Jenica, after the female Ninja Turtle. So I just call
Okay.
her Tika. But I have a turtle because my parents, there was no way in ever they were letting me have turtles.
No way in heck. You was gonna say
No.
heck. I know.
Yeah, I
You was
stopped
gonna say
myself
heck.
in time there. They didn't even let me have a hamster.
Okay.
That was the
Okay.
closest
Now.
to Splinter I could get. I really wanted a rat, and I really wanted to put him in a kimono, but that was
Hmm.
obviously a no-go.
Okay. And also, Lost Between Worlds had asked a question earlier, and I want to let him know that I didn't forget him. He wants to know what was your favorite TMT crossover? Was it the Batman? Was it Power Rangers? Which one did you like the best?
It was Batman, and give me a sec so I watch my language here.
Okay.
Batman because Robin is not the nicest to them, and the banter between them is quite funny. And I just enjoyed how they work together as a team. And then I don't know if
Mm.
anybody's seen the Batman versus Ninja Turtles, the cartoon movie. It's excellent. I can't recommend that enough. Batgirl and Donatello arguing whether to call it ooze or mutagen because ooze was
Man,
gross to her. It was amazing.
I'm gonna watch it tonight. I watched it once before,
Oh,
but I'm gonna watch it again because you just made me want to watch it again. I'm probably gonna order me a pizza too because I
oh,
stay next
you
to
should.
Domino's.
Because
So
Mikey
yeah.
fangirling over everything in Gotham, like the blimps and the Gunbrella, it's priceless.
Hey, and you know what? That's dope. This interview going great because you almost answering the next question. One through four, 1 through 4. Give me your turtle lineup.
Oh my gosh!
Who's
Well,
number one and who's number 4?
one is Mikey for
My
sure.
boy, my
Um,
boy.
yeah, he's my guy. Then it would probably be Ryan because we've all been angry teenagers.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny next, because I love his big, sexy. And I hate to say my middle one is going to hate this answer. Leonardo's last, because he's no fun and he's always like, we have to do what Master Splinter says. So Leo's
Yes.
last.
Okay. Okay. I can understand it. Okay. Now, um, like you said, we talked about it earlier. You have Turtle Comics.
Yeah.
So, which one of your Turtle Comics is your Grail? Like your, don't touch this because this is like, what's your Grail comic?
It
TMNT,
is
if you had.
it is the best of April O'Neil, so it just came out this year. Then it's a collection
Really?
of, yeah, because it's a collection of kind of April O'Neil where she started and April O'Neil today, and you really see through it that she's just an absolute awesome character. Always been smart, always had a moral compass. She just rocks on so many levels. So I just
Hmm.
thought that was wonderful. It was a good little collection. Let's say you didn't know a lot about her. I think it
Mm-hmm.
was a really good representation. So I value that one. I really like it. I have 2 copies, so I don't mess it up. Yeah.
Okay, and that's good. And okay, so well, we right on point. How did you enjoy the last Ronin series?
Oh my God, break my heart. Just, anything that where there's only one left and you're going to explore how they all died. And I'm not going to give anything away in case people haven't read it.
Uh
But
huh.
again, we go into this age-old hate between Oroku Saki, his whole family, his whole family tree, and the turtles. So I think it hits you really right in the feels if you've ever loved turtles. And it'll just break your heart. Like it covers some really deep, dark stuff, but it
Yes.
makes so much sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
For
And I
me,
mean, I'm getting older, so it's nice that the turtles finally got older. So, I always felt gross when I said, "Ooh, I thought they were cute," because I'm 41 and they were still teenagers. So this is not so bad.
uh, okay, all right, and I'm 41 also, so we right there on the 1980, right?
That's it. Well, 81.
81. Okay, all right, okay.
81.
I'm the granddad here. Okay, so cool. It's no problem. It's no
Well, what
problem.
sign are
Now,
you? What
I'm Virgo.
astrological sign are you?
Virgo.
Oh, excellent. I'm a Pisces. We usually get along because we're on opposite ends of the zodiac.
Whoa, you just taught me something else. Okay. And I
There
do
you
get along
go.
with Pisces. All right, okay. All right. Channel 6. Channel
You're
6. Okay.
crazy.
See what I'm saying? That's the type of attitude I'm talking about. I like it. So now, when it comes to the last Ronin, like me, for me, that was probably the best series for me last year. Like for
Yeah.
me, like I'm into Marvel, I'm into DC, I'm in the Indies, I'm into the comics. But Last Ronin was just it was almost like a movie script in comic form.
It really was. Yeah.
So I've always like whenever I talk to my Marvelous Muncie, that's my local comic shop, or if
Yeah.
I ever talk to Creamer and Cash, that's my other local comic shop. I always tell them that the world ain't ready to see the turtles go down like that. Like the world ain't ready for that. So I was
Nobody's
like,
ready for that.
Dave, so this need to be a dream sequence. Like this need to be a bad dream or something like that. Or or somebody that got
Yes.
knocked out unconscious and they trying to bring you back and they fighting. But this, you know what I mean? Like this was probably for me one of the best, if not the best series for me. So what about
Yes.
you? What's your opinion on the whole enchilada?
Oh, the last Ronin hit me deep in the feels. I mean, they killed Donatello once. And I'm not ruining Last Ronin. I'm just saying in the IDW series, they did kill Donatello once. Bebop and Rocksteady got him, and I actually cried.
I
I
remember that.
I went through a mourning period, and then I went, well, let me just see. Maybe he's not dead. And no, he wasn't dead. Um, so Last Ronin, I think it's so incredibly moving, but you have to be prepared because it's
Hmm.
so deep and because it just touches on so many themes that have happened in all of our lives, like deep loss,
Mhm.
Even feelings about self-worth. And I don't know if anybody's ever wanted to die, but we have the last turtle going through those feelings. We
Mhm.
have him being nostalgic. Um, I think it's just such a beautiful piece of writing, and it's something that just speaks to any fan in such a
Right.
deep and meaningful way because it touches things that we don't always talk about.
Right. Okay. I dig that too. It definitely like it was like from 1 to 4 because we're still waiting on 5, right?
Yeah, I believe so. If it's come out, I wouldn't know in rural Alberta. I think
Okay.
it's one through
Okay. I
four.
got you.
Yeah.
So, and I swear, usually when I go to the comic book shop, I get my books, you need bags and paws, put them in the bag, I go home, or I go back to work on break. But last
Yeah.
Ronin, I sit in the comic shop and read it from back to front because it's
Yeah.
just that deep. Like you just said,
Have you
it's just that
reread
deep.
them though too? Because I feel like when you reread them, you see new things too. Like I see other things in the art that I missed the first time. I see stuff in the writing. It's something I think you could revisit 10 times and still not be done.
Okay, good idea. Thank you for that too. Now, let me ask you something else. And this is just off the top of the head question. Do you think that they might create some type of animation or some type of movie within the next 3, 4, 5 years?
I need you to repeat it just because I lost you for a second there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I said that. Do you feel, in your opinion, within the next 5 years, will we get some type of new turtle animation or some type of new turtle movie with maybe a little more seriousness in it? Maybe, possibly.
I'm sorry, my internet's so bad, I'm not getting it.
Uh oh. You still? Can you hear me now? Hear me now?
Now I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, you got me.
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure. Okay, okay. I just asked, do you think that TMNT will make some type of new animation or movie within the next
Oh,
5 years?
they are. I think they're making one. It's currently in production. It should be a cartoon.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay, all right. Um, what are some indie comics that you're into? Are you into any indies?
I am. Well, I don't know if they're quite indie because I believe they're Dark Horse, but the
Okay.
Critical Role comics that are from the show Critical Role. It's where a bunch of voice actors play Dungeons and Dragons.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're fantastic. I just picked up one. It's something like I want to say the Pirate Girl. I'm looking around to see if it's out here, but it's an indie comic about a pirate girl, and the
Mm-hmm.
illustrations look almost like it's Alice in Wonderland meets Swashbucklers meets Pirates of the Caribbean. It's fantastic. I really like it.
Okay. And let's see. So, all right, let's segue into this because this right here is interesting. You know what I'm saying? I did my homework. I read you. Because what the one thing about your profile is you got to hit that little more. You got to hit more so it'll show your full passage of what you be saying because you be saying some stuff that relates to you. Um, and what caught my attention on one reading was you call your kids your three little dragons, and there's a
I,
reason why you call them your three little dragons. So, if you don't mind, elaborate on that because I feel like that's a very cool story coming from a mom. You know what I mean? So,
well, okay, so I have three kids. Each kid almost died. Like there's different stories for each one. Um, so I had to really be a very fierce mama, and I feel like I birthed these kids through fire, and I walked through fire with them, a lot like Daenerys Targaryen in Game of Thrones. So I was watching it, and when she walks through the fire, and that she comes out of it, and there are these three dragons on her, I was like, that's what it's like. That is motherhood to me. Those
that's
are my
dope.
baby dragons, and I have kind of dragons everywhere. Like on my keychains, I have three keychains. I got one for each dragon. I ordered those dragons.
I
Those,
saw that too.
yeah. So I always related with her in many levels because I always felt like she was fighting against injustice. I fought a lot for my kids. I felt like Even when she was in the desert and she married Khal Drogo, my daddy's Egyptian. It's a huge stretch of the imagination to put those two together. But I was like,
Uh-huh.
she's one of my people.
Now, and that's one cool thing. I'm gonna give you your flowers right now. That's one cool thing about you, because sometimes I do that. I like how you take a scene from something and you compare it to something that you're going through in
Mm-hmm.
real life. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that the cartoon is real, and not saying y'all are cartoons.
No.
Um, it's just it let you know that reality can be anywhere if you open your mind and you know, look through the matrix of what they show, of what you know, what you're doing, what you're looking at, what you're reading, what you're touching, what you're smelling, you know what I'm saying, what you're hearing,
Yes,
you know what I mean? So
totally.
uh that's cool about you, Miss Lydia. Um Single mom collecting what she likes. I liked it. So what kind of advice could you give another mother out there, maybe that's younger, older, that want to collect, want to do something for themselves, whether it's collecting shoes, collecting dresses, whatever, and but they don't want to, or comics, or cosplay, or they want to just dress up, just feel free.
Yeah.
What was your advice for them to be? Because somebody probably looking at you like, dang, I wish I had time to do this. I wish I could do that, but you can though. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, so
Yeah.
what would you tell someone that feels like they can't do what you do, but they can?
They definitely can. I'd say if I can do it, anybody can.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and the reason, like, I would say, you might feel guilty. I know a lot of parents, not even just moms, they're like, oh, I don't
Right.
want to spend $10 on myself. It doesn't have to be elaborate or costly, but I think you owe it to you and your kids to be happy first. I don't mean,
Right.
like, let them starve and buy yourself things, but I
Right.
mean, we prioritize our kids. I feel like we're always like, if it's for our kids, we're like, take my money. But when it's for you, we're so much more stingy with ourselves. We don't give ourselves permission to live. And I think ultimately, if you're gonna like shape it around your children, what are you teaching your children? Are you teaching your children that as an adult, all joy leaves your life? Are you teaching
Mm-hmm.
them that all magic must go? Or are you going to show them that there are things you're allowed to enjoy? Like my eldest daughter is teased a lot at school. She's told she's weird because she likes dolls and magic and glitter, and I just tell her embrace the weird. I've been called weird for 41 years of my life, and you just get to a point where you enjoy it. So just embrace who you are, make time for who you are, because there's nothing in the world that matters more. I think it extends into your work, it extends into your how you treat your kids, it extends into your relationships with friends, with loved ones. So really, I mean, it sounds selfish,
Mm-hmm.
but in so many ways you be the person you are if you're going to be any good to anybody else.
Yeah. And like, obviously, people that say weird, they actually just don't understand, or they haven't gave it a chance. You know what I'm saying? Or because,
I
you
all
know,
people have secrets that they don't want to let out, and there are things that they would like to do that they don't give themselves permission to do. So I think, in calling other people weird and making that judgment call, you're maybe making a judgment that's stopping you from enjoying your own life.
that was a great piece of advice right there. And also, that's for me too. Because doing this podcasting thing, like, I have a drive, I have a desire, and you know, some people, it's hard for them to, go to your page and go to your inbox and say, "Excuse me, I'm a podcaster. My name is, and I see you what you do, and I'm inspired, and I love it, or I have a collection, or I know lots of people. Would you mind? Would you have the time to speak about you?" And you know, that take that it's some feel like it's not easy to do, but I do. You know what I'm saying? I've never had a problem with talking in front of people. You know what I
You do
mean?
a great job, though. I think you get to the core of people. So I think you're doing a great job.
Well, thank you. You know what I'm saying? And because it's all about research. I mean, you're more than just TMNT fangirl. You feel what I'm saying? Like you more than that. You know what I mean? Like, and I ain't saying that like just to be on your good side. I'm saying because I took my time. I looked at your page. I went through every little square. You know, I hit the writings, the texting and all that. Hit that. Read this. Read that. Oh, so she done been through some stuff before. Okay. Oh, she like what she doing. Oh, she's a great mom. She do her thing. You know, I mean, you can tell by the smiles on their faces. You do your thing. You know what I'm saying? And can't do nothing but respect that. So Miss Lydia, would you mind showing us some of your collection back there?
Oh,
Can we
sure.
see some of that? You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
you guys are gonna laugh because this is in a walk-in closet that I have
Hey,
converted to sort of a
let's
sort of
see. No,
yeah. So I mean,
no,
you have
no.
clothing on one side, and
Okay,
then you
hey.
have this is my Funko Pop collection,
Mmm.
and a lot of stuff is not organized because I need shelving. And then here are my turtles. I'm gonna try to get it all
Oh
in.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get a
So
close. Let me get a close up of some of them turtles if you don't mind.
yeah, I'm trying to see if I can turn the camera
You can
around. Give me a
flip it.
sec.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Got a little flippy circle.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
All right. Here we go.
So here we have these guys that I just bought for my 41st birthday. I found them at Walmart and embarrassed my kids because I filmed a TikTok because I was so happy.
Ah.
These are just little guys we got at garage sales or, Goodwill or the Salvation Army. Some more little dudes back there that I picked up from Rise of the TMNT that most people don't like, but I thought it was cool.
Mm-hmm.
We have some Funko Pops. This
I
little
love
guy
those
my best
Funkos.
friend Mel gave to me. And
Ooh.
that's about it. I've got some stuff up here in the works.
Ah.
So
Is that the
yeah.
turtle? Is that the turtle truck? What's that up there?
This one
That.
is from the Michael Bay movie. So it has the movies.
Oh.
Yeah. So here, I'll
Ooh. That
flip it
was
back.
nice.
And then we
Okay.
have, short boxes full of TMNT. And I just
Mm.
have, Funko Pops back here and just weird things like this is a newer TV series, but I absolutely love it. It's for kids. It's Miraculous Ladybug, but she's going to be one of my next cosplays because I love her.
Oh, okay.
So just a whole bunch of stuff.
That's cool. And some of your posters, I see some of your posters up there, if you don't mind. Can I see some of your posters?
Yeah. Here, I'll
I
try to
know
flip
you're
it again.
one. Oh, and you got some graded books back there. Whoa, ho, 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 ho. You got a
Yeah. So
graded.
there's Miss Wonder Woman from my good friend Lynn. Some
That's
Justice
classic.
League.
That's
We
classic.
have
That's
some.
classic.
We have some He-Man and She-Ra.
Oh,
So I got
man.
Battle Cat for Christmas.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so nice, lady. That's so nice.
My giant Pokemon. Um,
Whoa.
and then those are my graded books. And
Oh, my
I'm so
God.
proud of this. This is my club vest from the Comic Book Fiend Club. Because I earned
I
that
know that.
baby. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you earned it. I know that feel
And just
good.
kind of all the Funko Pops, my gazillion Harleys, you know,
Now, your
some
Funko
Witcher
Pop
down here.
collection, your Funko Pop collection is pretty much based on what characters that you like individually, right?
It is. I just do
Okay.
what I like. So that's it.
Because on the back of them they have like get the little set, the ones that go with them. But I don't even pay attention to that. I just get the characters that I like. You know what I'm saying? Um.
That's exactly what
Okay.
I do. If it speaks to me, it comes home.
Okay.
Yeah. And see,
Now,
those are
uh,
relatively inexpensive. So,
say it again. I'm sorry. I'm listening. What you say?
oh, I was just saying those are relatively inexpensive, right? So, collecting doesn't need to mean you have, books that are worth thousands of dollars. It just means you're making your weird little heart happy.
Right. 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 Because I like to collect hats. As you can see, I done changed hats about 5 times. So yeah, I love hats. So I love collect. Okay.
Yeah.
So how cool is it to still be able to grab Archie, Jughead, Betty, and Veronica books for the
Oh, it's
youngsters. Like, how cool is that?
it's so awesome. I mean, as an adult, I kind of think Archie's the most B-level dude ever, that they could both do
Hmm.
better. Um, but I think their friendship is really cool. And my favorite is Sabrina. Like, Sabrina's just awesome. I love that she's a witch. I love where the television show went. I just love Sabrina.
Okay. Um. Now, just to let you know, I did my homework. You have a A in English literature. Am I correct?
Yeah, I have an MA in English literature.
MA, sorry, MA, excuse me, I turned the
No,
M
they're titles.
sideways. Um, so what does that enhance for you when you read comics and books and stuff like that? What does having that
I
literature mind
think
do for
it
you?
brings, and I don't think you need a degree in literature to appreciate it.
Hmm.
Um, so I don't want to sound really snotty when I say, well, it taught me to do this.
I got you.
But it did practice critical thinking around storytelling.
Hmm.
Why do we choose certain words? Why do we choose certain imagery? How do we tell a story? Why are we choosing to tell the story that way? Um, so I think when I look at comic books, I'm almost always writing essays in my head where I'm like dismantling certain pieces, or I'm looking at some of the choices they made, um, and wondering why they made those choices. So even if you
Hmm.
look at Ninja Turtles, right? They're turtles. Splinter's a rat. So rats are very intuitive. They're very intelligent. It seems to me like a very good choice. And then when later we look at mutanimals, and we look at Old Hob being a cat, we look at Sally being a lion, we look at what was chosen for them.
Hmm.
I think I maybe dig too much into that and think too much about the symbolism, but I feel like the stories hit me in my own way because I'm always looking at those things. And I
Okay.
think because I'm just so interested in storytelling, that's why I went into English.
Hmm.
That's why I love reading. I've done a lot of research on, Greek gods, gods of this kind, gods of that kind, mythology. What are common themes in stories? And I see those in comics. And it's no surprise to me that people really gravitate towards them and love them. Just like Star
Hmm.
Wars, there's so many themes in there that are universal. So I think that influences how I read comics.
Okay. That's a
If that
good
makes
way
sense.
to. Yeah, that do make sense. That do make sense. You know what I'm saying? Cause I I guess me thinking off the top of my head, like they help you understand, like when you reading the comic or when you reading a book and having studied what you studied, it helps you understand line for line better. So if there's a double meaning somewhere, you'll catch it before somebody like me, the regular reader, will catch it. So like somebody like me, I have to read it twice when you'll probably already catch it, which ain't a bad thing. It's just good that I'm going back and resurfacing what I pulled. You know what I mean?
But I think we all bring our life experience to it, and that matters
Yes,
more than an education. So,
yes, ma'am.
whatever you've lived in your life, you're bringing that to the comic, right? So, some people might identify with Bruce Wayne being an orphan. Maybe they felt alone. Maybe they still feel alone. Maybe they actually are orphans. So,
Hmm.
I think that it's our life stories and life education that makes us read them differently.
Okay, okay. Um, my brother OG Green Lantern has a question for you. He says, I'm a
Okay.
Usagi fan. So he was wondering, do you have an opinion on Usagi?
I love Usagi Yojimbo. I actually have a rabbit named Usagi.
Get out
I
of
really
here.
like the story arc that they have with Usagi. I think it's clever and smart and really, yeah. She's a girl though, so we're doing gender bending with her.
Okay, okay, gotcha. Okay, okay. All right. Um, I had to write this question down because I think I seen you say it in one of your posts, but I wanted to ask you and get you to elaborate just a piece on it. Your favorite TMNT series and why?
Okay, so comic book series or again television series?
Both.
Both. Okay.
Hmm.
So I'm a fan of the Urban Legends series. It's
Hmm.
not everybody's favorite because it was not considered canon, but I like it because we see Mikey actually falling in love with another mutant and writing
Oh.
a book. Um, and just the relationships are a little bit different. It's incredibly violent, but it has these kind of soft moments where you see different things about each character. So in that one, Donatello ends up being part machine because he gets really badly beat up, and then he's, like part cyborg. Um, and it's just because he's always prone to his intellectual curiosity over
Hmm.
maybe thinking things through or looking at what might be more moral. So I think it's a great series. It's just action packed. It's super violent but wonderful, and you get these
Hmm.
little gems that you see the turtles do things you don't normally see them do.
Okay. Cool. All right. Um. All right. The last two questions before we get to the bonus round, where we're gonna have some fun. Um. But both of these questions are very you. I did my
Oh
homework.
no, there's a
So
bonus round.
I'm gonna
No.
start, but no, we ain't there. We almost there. We ain't in the bonus round yet. These last two questions
Okay.
are very important. I feel these are important because I read, I read, and I'm like, okay, I need to incorporate this. So I'm, I got the one I'm gonna ask first. I'm gonna ask it second, and the one I got second, I'm gonna ask first. So basically, tattoos is like a therapy for you, I'm sure. So I was wondering, when did you get into tattoos? And just in case I'm saying too much ahead of myself, is tattoo like a therapy for you, or is it more of a just art on my body and I love it? And look, y'all, you know what I mean? You hear me? Did you get it? Can you hear
No,
me?
it's therapeutic, definitely.
Okay, okay.
I'm a tattoo addict. I figure I could spend a lot of money in therapy, or I could wear my therapy, so I wear it. um, I got my first tattoo, I think I was 18, because that's when I could do it. And it really hasn't stopped since. I have a tattoo planned next month. So I don't see any end to that. I think by the time I die, I want to leave a really interesting corpse. I want them to be just curious about why the heck did this woman cover herself from neck to toe.
With tattoos, okay, but it's like a therapy though.
Yeah,
Okay,
totally
and
like therapy. Yeah.
okay, and the last one on before we get to the bonus round is the importance of friendship for you.
Yeah, my life would not be the same without strong friendships. I met a girl when I was about 5 or 6 years old on the playground, and she was pretending to be with a unicorn. That girl became my best friend when we were 8, and I don't think I would have survived. I'm almost crying. Her name is Rachel, and I don't think I would have survived grade school without her. I don't think I would have survived difficult stuff I went through at home without her. We had like a slight hiatus when we were teenagers, but then again, we were really close, and her family is basically like mine. So I
Mm-hmm.
think without that friendship, and then I have another close friend, Mel, and another one named Lynn.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they all came at different points in my life. And
Mm-hmm.
I really credit them for changing the way I thought, for challenging the way I think even today, and honestly, just making me a better person and making me feel like I always have a safe place to land. Just being unconditionally accepted by them gave me so much power and courage to do other things in my life. I'm trying not
Okay.
to cry because those ladies are
No, no, no. Be feel free. No, feel
yeah.
free. Feel
Like,
this is
ooh,
in a
you
this.
asked the friendship question. Ouch.
I mean, you see, because that's the just type of person I am. I like to go deep, but I don't go too deep. So I always keep it on the boundaries.
Yeah.
and I let the guest, who is the star, the guest, they elaborate as much as they want to. You know what I'm saying? You could have said a little bit, you could have said a lot. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I just want to make sure that I just want to make sure that I let you know that I see more than just TMNT girl. You see what I'm saying? That's pretty much the point of this interview, to show people who you are, what you do, how you have fun doing it, but you don't lose yourself. You see what I'm saying?
There
You
you
know what I
go.
mean? You know what I mean? Those people see you smiling, laughing. Oh, she don't never had nothing to worry about. You don't know that. You ain't never read her book. You don't know that.
No, and those ladies have more than once picked me off the floor. Physically,
Exactly.
just every single way. Um, I'm so lucky that I have them. I really am. I think true friendship is something we're so lucky to experience. The people who will love you no matter what. They love you
Yes.
warts and all.
That's dope. I like it. And I definitely feel the same way about some of my friends too that been there with me through thick and thin. So I can relate to them. So okay, so now let's get to the laughing. Now we finna get to laughing now. No more crying. Now we
Now
finna
after
get
you
to
almost
laughing
made me
now.
cry.
So okay, so here we go. Cooks 24 bonus round. Anybody been in my interview or watch, they already know how we do. I got two words. You pick which one you like best.
Okay.
And I'm gonna keep this one in a certain category. Women, hero villains, and TMNT. So we're
Okay.
gonna be picking. You gonna pick which one you like best. Now, if you can't pick which one, you just say I can't pick, or if you want to pick both, you can say both. You
Oh,
ready?
so I can do whatever I want, really.
Yes. So here we go. Here we go. This one should be a tough one for you. Betty or Veronica?
Can I say Sabrina?
Okay, if you want to.
Neither.
Sabrina.
Neither. Sabrina.
Okay, okay. Shredder or Splinter?
mm, Splinter.
Splinter. Okay. And people in the chat, y'all can play too. Um, Wonder Woman or Red Sonja?
Wonder Woman.
Okay, okay. Hmm. Bebop or
She's a
Rocksteady?
brunette. She's a fellow brunette. I have to pick Wonder Woman.
Oh well, you kind of redhead right now, so I didn't think about that. My bad, my bad.
It's a wig.
Oh well, don't give away the
It's
secret of
my
the suit.
April O'Neil cosplay. I got into uniform for you.
That's you got me, lady, you got me. Lady is lady. Um, um, okay. Bebop or Rocksteady?
Rocksteady.
Rocksteady, okay. Foot soldiers or Mousers?
Foot soldiers.
Foot soldiers, okay. Ooh, this gonna be tough one right here for you. Harley or Ivy?
Harley.
Oh, that wasn't too tough. All right.
No.
Um, Supergirl or Miss Marvel?
Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel? You think Miss
Miss
Marvel
Marvel.
was Supergirl?
Well, because she's a miss. I feel like, being 41, she's more mature.
Okay, good answer. Rogue or Storm?
Rogue.
Rogue. Okay. TMNT and Batman or The Last Ronin?
Ooh, you can't make me pick between those. No way. No way. No way.
Sorry, it's
Depends.
part of the game.
Like, do I want to cry? Am I depressed? Because then it's, Last Ronin. Do I want to laugh? Then it's, TMNT Batman. Like, what mood am I in?
Okay.
Am I like, it's a wine night and crying? Or
It's just whichever one you pick. You know what I mean? It's just
it
whichever one.
depends what mood I'm in. Like, if I have a really good bottle of wine and I need to cry, The Last Ronin.
Okay. Oh, that's a good answer. Okay, I got you. All right. Black Widow or Black Cat?
Black Widow.
Black Widow. Okay. Why?
Why? I think Natasha Romanoff's so badass. I mean, Black Cat too, but I identify more with Black Widow.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Comic Con or Comic Shop?
I've never been to a Comic-Con, so I have to say comic shop. I almost
Okay.
got to the one in Calgary, but I didn't.
Okay. Here go a deep one for you right here. Reading poetry or listening to music?
Aren't they the same? Because music is poetry.
Okay. I can take that. All right. Radio or podcast?
Podcast.
Yes. Okay. Here's an astrological one for you. The sun or the moon?
The moon.
Okay. Okay. The sky or the ocean?
Ocean. I'm a
Okay.
Pisces. Ocean, all the way.
Okay. Okay, I got you. Bewitched or I Dream of Jeannie?
Bewitched. Witches are where it's at.
Uh-oh. uh okay, here we go. Woo! This is the championship round right here. April O'Neil or Betty White?
Oh, come on. I'm going to feel like I'm sacrilegious. Betty White's gone. I don't want to insult her memory.
Right.
How about April O'Neil dressed up as Betty White? To go
I'm
as
having
Betty
trouble putting
without
that together. I'm having trouble putting it together. It's like all I see is Betty White with a yellow suit on. Is all I can see.
Well,
And some
is that
white
so
boots.
bad?
No, it's not bad. No, it's not bad at all. You know, no.
Let that be burned in your mind now. Betty White in a
Nah,
jumpsuit.
yeah, no. Don't say that. I'm getting it out of. It's leaving right now. Um, okay, here we go. Last two, and these right here are real tight.
Okay.
Kindness or honesty.
Kindness, always.
Okay. And the last one, respect or loyalty.
I think respect.
And elaborate on that.
I think blind loyalty is a bad thing because it could make you lose sight of your own moral compass. You know, if you just blindly follow somebody and not listen to
Mm-hmm.
yourself, I don't think that's wise. But if you go with respect, you could evaluate things and say, you know, I respect that decision or I respect where you're going. I feel like that leaves more room to be true to who you are.
Cool. Okay. And that was Kush 24 bonus round. You know what I
Yay!
mean? You played so well. We had fun. I pretty much asked you pretty much anything I think that I could ask you as far as regarding the collection, cosplaying, being a mother, doing your thing, comic book fan club, Canadian chapter, you know what I mean?
And I'm leaving you
Channel
with
6.
Betty White in your head in a jumpsuit.
Yes, and she leaving me with Betty White. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna hurry up and go to your page and look at some of your pictures so I can get that out of my head. Cause I don't want to see Betty White. I don't want to see Betty White she can stay with the Golden Girls like she do. You know what I mean? But she's still my heart though. Now I always loved it. My grandma always kept me on Betty White and on Golden Girls. The Golden Girls
Aww.
is
I
a
watched that with
national
my grandma
treasure.
too.
I
Yeah.
love the Golden Girls now. You know what I'm saying? So
So who is your favorite?
who's my favorite Golden Girl?
Yeah.
The mom, the mama, Dorothy mama.
Dorothea? Yeah.
Yeah, Dorothy, her mama. So what? Sophia and Sophia. What is the mama name? Grandma,
I
the
thought
oldest lady.
it was Dorothea, but it might be Dorothy. I'm not sure.
Dor- Dorothy was the tall one.
Oh yeah, you're
Blanche
right.
was, yeah,
Yeah, it might have
Blanche,
been
Dorothy.
Sophia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sophia, my favorite, because she always talks stuff.
Yeah, and Blanche was the one who always had boyfriends. Yes.
Yes, you
Yes,
know what I'm saying. She got on my nerves. I couldn't stand her. I couldn't stand her. She got on my nerves. But yeah, so you know what I'm saying. Once again, I want to tell you, thank you, Miss Channel 6 chick. You taught me about Dungeons and Dragons. You know what I'm saying. Even as much as fun as you are, you're great to talk to. You know what I mean. And you definitely have a great mind, body, and spirit for what you do, how you live. You like to have fun. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Of course, everybody have their emotions, but it seems like you really are at that point, at a good point where you can just cosplay, collect. You know, I follow you on TikTok. I follow you on pretty much all your social medias, and it's
You just
just
made me
fun.
cry again. That's like so nice.
Well, yeah, I mean, cause you know, I mean, like, and I ain't gonna say just me, but TMT fans follow you. You know, we all everybody that collect sort of the same thing. We kind of be in the same little circle. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to TMT, you know what I mean. I've met some people, and some have, you know, rejected me or said, "Yeah, we'll get together and talk next month or something." And then when they follow and grow, they kind of forget. So, you know, I look at it, so that's why I thank you even more because, you know, you gave me a chance to talk with you and seemed like you had fun. You know what I mean? I didn't bore you.
Oh God, no.
You
I feel
know,
like it was a great privilege for me. I kind of gave you the runaround for a bit because I was trying to find a good time to talk to you. But no, I felt really honored that you would want to talk to me. I think your show is great. I think you ask wonderful questions and you're such a great personality. You're happy, you're into this. You're just I'm going to sound cheesy. You're a beautiful spirit. But it's
thank
true. It's
you.
really a pleasure to talk to you.
Ain't nothing cheesy about nothing you said. It's all positive, and that's crazy. Positive talk is the best talk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it seems
I
like
think we
people that
need more
talk,
people.
we need more people like you and me. Yes, we need more because you know, you're an interesting person. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I read your stuff, and some things I left untouched because that's your story. I'm coming to talk to Channel Six girl. You know what I'm saying? Lydia might get her, interview on down the line. This Channel Six girl I'm talking to right now. You know what I'm saying? So, because I was surprised that you had the cosplay on, because I was like, whoa, she got the suit on. Like, she got the suit on. You
Uh,
know what I mean? Like, she got the suit on. I'm going to take a screenshot. She got the suit on. You know what I'm
but
saying?
I see
So,
you're being an investigative journalist here. You need a yellow jumpsuit because you did all your homework and you looked for the story. So I'm like, you need a yellow jumpsuit. You earned it
yeah,
already.
or a yellow hat.
Yeah.
So, but once again, I ain't gonna hold you up no longer, Miss Channel Six Chick. Shout out to CBFC Canadian Chapter. Shout out to the Comic Book Fiend Club on IG. Follow them as well. They have an IG page. So follow them. Shout out to all the Canadians. You know what I'm saying? I've always heard Canadian people is nice peoples. So shout out to the Canadian peoples. You know what I'm saying? I am your brother, Cooks 24 Podcast from Alabama. Uh, this is Channel 6 Chick, Miss Lydia. No, Miss Liddy. Y'all follow her on IG. Y'all follow her on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? And just check out her collection. Check out her stuff. You know what I mean? She got some happy pictures, happy stuff. Y'all check her out. You know what I mean? If y'all want a positive vibe, check out Channel 6 page. You know what I'm saying? Channel 6 Chick. Y'all check her out. You'll see April O'Neil standing up there real tough. Like, don't mess with her. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. So, Miss Channel 6 Chick, is there anything that you would like to say? Would you like to give some positive energy out? Would you like to shout out some people that you know that you're close with? Feel free to.
I think I shouted out to my girl coven, my friends
Mm-hmm.
Mel, Lynn, and Rachel. Um, I'll say hi, Bill, because he's watching. Hi
What
to
up,
anybody
E? What?
else. Hey, hi to all the comic book fiend club, and I don't know. The only thing I could say is be your true little weird selves because it's the best thing you can be. Fly your freak flags with pride.
Yes. Fly them. Fly them.
Yeah.
Fly them. Okay? You know what I mean? Okay, Miss Channel 6 Chick, I really hope I get a chance to talk with you again in the future. You know what I'm saying? We're going to let some time go by, that you get some more stuff collected. You know what I'm saying? Post some more pictures, some more TikToks. I'm going to wait a good little while, and then I'm going to check you out, and I'm going to say, hey,
And I'll find
ready
my
for a
oldest
part?
comic.
Yes, and find your oldest comment so we can talk about that, so we can discuss on that because you're gonna teach me some more stuff. I want you to teach me some more TMNT stuff. You know what I'm saying? And other than that, Miss Channel Six, keep rocking it like you rocking it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan. Hey, I'm a fan. Can't help it. You know what I'm saying? You're a great person. It's like, yo, you super cool. You super cool. It's hard not to like you. Cooks 24 likes you. You all right? I make sure I share and share your page. Make sure people come check you out, especially the TMNT peoples. And other than that, I hope you have a good evening. And you and the kiddies, everybody have a good evening. You know what I mean? And I will be getting ready to watch TMNT and Batman because you put me on it.
Yeah.
Do order me a pizza. Order me a small pizza because it's cheap. And I'm finna watch me some TMNT.
You do that. I think that sounds amazing. Thank you
Yes,
so much
ma'am.
for me. It was
Hey, you too. Yes, ma'am. And look, you have a good evening, okay? And it was great talking with you, all right?
you too. Cowabunga, dude.
Cowabunga, dude, you know what time it is. Eat pizza, no anchovies, like Mikey say.
No anchovies, but no
No
pineapple.
anchovies. And
No.
no pineapple. We pepperoni and cheese over here, you know what I'm saying?
I hear
All
you.
right. All right, Miss Channel 6. Peace, all right?
Peace, peace. Take care.
Yes. You too.
Bye.
All right, y'all. That was Channel 6 Chick. I am Coach 24 Podcast. Shout out to Chef Grims. Shout out to OG Green Lantern. Shout out to my new partner right here, Dakin Howlett, representing the Canadians. You know what I mean? All that. Much love to everybody out there. I am Coach 24. That was Channel 6 Chick. Make sure y'all follow her. Make sure y'all check her out. Also, y'all, if you're into hats, check out Dankadelic. Make sure you follow them as well. Follow him as well. Big Dog Hat Creator. And he ain't with New Era no more. He doing it his way. Y'all check him out. What's up, Jess? I see you with the fireball. Thank you for all the support you do. And guess what? White t-shirt. I'm out.